Chatting to Alan GREEFF about the upcoming runners for the yard on Friday. The yard start in race 1 with King Prawn. Now this fellow is by Master of My Fate. He's a colt. He'll be having his very first start. And Alan, you did train his half-sister, Delicacia, who was, as I recall, a bit of a 5-furlong specialist.
Morning, Nadine. Yes, she was, and you can understand it. She's out of a var mare, nice horse, and having his first run up the straight, should run a good race.
We move to race 2, where we will see Cliff Top. Now he really does bump the right field to be very competitive.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nate. Everything is right, stick the right boxes, and I think if anything, if he can come to the party, Friday's the day.
Certainly does look the right field. Now Original Copy is another on the day that will be having her very first start. She's a 3-year-old filly by Trippy.
Yeah, it's this filly's taken a little bit of time to mature, although she's out of a var mare herself and by Trippy. But I think she'll run a good race, and as long as she's not too green.
Greenlight Legend steps out for the first time in the Eastern Cape in race 4. She makes her local debut. And Alan, what are you expecting from her?
No, I think she's a big runner, Nate, and she's had some really decent Cape form, and she's had a couple of problems in the starting stalls, but I think they're over that, hopefully, and hopefully she'll run a good race. I expect a big run from her.
We move to race 6, where Coral Creek will be in action. Now last time out, although in age group company, he did take on somewhat stronger.
He took on a lot stronger and come down in trip as well, Nate, and I think we've been trying to stretch him a little bit too far at the moment. I think he'll run a better race.
Race 7 will be a busy race for the yard, where they step out a host of runners. Ignite the Light joining us in shot. Beautiful individual. She ran a cracking second in the Allo handicap last time out behind Luna Halo. Arabian Red will be looking for the hat-trick. United Express Call to Glory will join them, as well as Courageous, who makes her local debut, freshened up off some high-felt form. And finally, Greenlight Dancer. She really produced a positive post-maiden in her last start, although she will be up in class on Friday.
Yes, Nate's Ignite the Light ran a really nice race behind Splice the Main Brace, and I think she can do the expected improvement. Arabian Red's on the hat-trick, but her form is a lot stronger on the poly, and this will be the turf. United Express, she's lost her way, Nate's, and she won those races on the trot, and after that I think the handicapper got hold of her, and been a long time since she's shone, but definitely lost her way. Called to Glory, beautifully bred filly. She was also one of those fillies that won 2 on a trot, and also lost her way a little bit. Both her wins were also on the poly. Courageous having her first run in the Eastern Cape, and if she's maybe a bit short for her, but I think she might need the run, but I think I expect her to be running on. And Greenlight Dancer was a really nice race last time out after the maidens, and good run in the money.
And to close, the yard will step out the 3 runners in race 8. Whatever next, what a great win last time out. That was career win number 7. He's not without chance at following up here. He'll be joined by Masked Vigilante. Don't often see a horse where his last 10 carded starts have all been check earners, including a victory. And finally, Dubai Hills, who cut back to 1200.
Yeah, and Whatever Next won a really nice race last time, and he's in the right sort of field again. Likewise, Masked Vigilante, he does like the poly, but has been effective on the grass as well. And like you say, doesn't know how to run a bad race. And Dubai Hills ran a good race last time, was 1400, but I think we've been trying to stretch this horse too far. He's a big horse, and his sprints seem to be much better. Even the 1400 last time, I think 1200, he's got a lot of pace. He can be there. 3 runners who can be very effective in the last for the yard on Friday.